prior to Rooted, I had been in a season of just wondering at my age, at 19, 20, can God use me in my calling? Or do I have to wait to be qualified? Or do I have to get a degree? Or, what are the things that qualify me to pursue the calling that I feel God has placed on my life? Many people would see me, behind the scenes doing camera work and doing media. And I love doing that, but I feel a burden for inner city outreach. I feel a burden for evangelism and spreading the gospel and helping young people realize that they can pursue their calling. But at the same time, I was doubting if I could do the same or if I have to wait. So our Rooted group starts as a staff. And, again, I'm the youngest there. And so I'm enjoying it. The material's great. I'm getting to know the people that I serve with even better. But deep down, there's just this feeling of me constantly being reminded, like, you are the youngest, you are the baby, you are not there yet. And I just was really wrestling with this confidence in the Lord that I didn't have at the time. So I feel like there were just certain points in the Rooted material as we were going through it, where God was just pointing out like little things, like little insecurities that were adding to my doubt. And so I'm learning more, and God's kind of opening my eyes to some things going on in my heart. And we come to the last day, and the last day was just kind of like a recap, and people could share testimonies of what was going on and what God did through the experience. And we prayed for each other, and each person was assigned to someone else to pray for. And so one of the members started praying for me and prayed literally specifically what I felt like I was going through. And she was saying like, just like, you feel really young and you just turned 20. And she was thinking about, the roaring 20s and how I'm not a cub anymore, but I'm a lion, and just all these things that she was praying over just like finally hit home. And it was like God just opened my eyes and was like, I'm not limited by anything to use anybody. So I'm not limited by age, I'm not limited by race or where you grew up or anything, but I can use whoever I want, and I want to use you, Zion. And it was just the most meaningful thing for me in this season, that God spoke that to me. So now after Rooted, I just feel this confidence in God and what He has called me to do. And more than that, I'm not afraid to wait for the calling. I feel like before, I was waiting for approval from other people in order to do things. I was waiting for, the societal expectations of get your degree, have this job, do this, and then you can be this. I kind of just have let that go, and I'm just trusting God for when I'll be able to pursue my calling. And so now coming out of Rooted, I believe the call that God has placed on my life. And I believe that it's not society that tells me when, I could be used by God. It's not a school, it's not a degree, but it's God that can use whoever He wants, regardless of your age, regardless of your race, where you came from. He desires to use us, and I believe now after Rooted that He desires to use me. God used the Rooted community to really help me along this journey of doubt and really like affirm me and support me and pray for me. And I just think for anyone that feels like they are limited in any way, whether it's, career or calling or age or economic background, whatever it is, I think having a community that can lift you up, that can affirm you, that can pray for you and speak truth into your life was just the most valuable thing to me. And so I would really just pray and hope that you find that in a Rooted group as well.